Hello friends, welcome to session 3 for C language. Today we learn about the if and else statements. Okay, but before we jump on to the if and else statement, you need to learn how to take input from the user. So for input purposes, we use a certain function called scanf function, which is found in the header file stdio.h. Okay, so the general syntax for the scanf function is scanf, double quotes open, type of data, double quotes close, comma, and then variables. So just keep that in mind. Now by type of data, we mean that we have to write whether scanf will be taking an integer, float, or character value. It needs to know what you will be inputting. And as it has been mentioned in the previous session, that you use a percentage d sign if you are inputting an integer, percentage f sign if you are inputting a float value, and percentage c or percentage s sign if you are inputting a character value. Then after that, you have to write the name of the variables and be sure that each name is preceded by an ampersand sign. Okay, so now let's move on to the if and else statements. What are if and else statements? If else statements are nothing but some conditional statements, and they are required for checking conditions and carrying out operations only if the condition mentioned in the if statement is satisfied. If the condition under the if statement is not satisfied, only then the else statement will be carried out. So how do you represent this statement? This statement is represented by, you write if, then inside the brackets you write the condition, then you open the curly braces, inside it you write the body of the if statement, and this process, that is the body of the if statement, will only be executed if the condition mentioned in the if statement is satisfied. Okay, now if this condition is not satisfied, then there is another condition in the else statement. The else statement does not need to have any condition value because it runs only if the if statement is not satisfied. So we are having a program on if and else statement. As you can see on the left hand side, there is the Turbo C++ IDE. I'm using two header files, that is hash include stdio.h for printf and scanf statements, and conio.h for clr scr function and getch function. So how does this program work? Okay, we are taking two numbers, that is two integers. As you can see, I have mentioned int a, b and c. So now we'll be taking two inputs from the user, and for taking inputs we use scanf function. We write scanf double quotes percentage d space percentage d, because we are taking two inputs, that is why we write 2 times percentage d, then comma, and then ampersand a, comma, ampersand b. That is, these are the variables in which the values will be stored. Okay, then we launch the if statement. Now what is the condition under if statement? The condition is if a is greater than b. That is, if the first number the user enters is greater than the second number, then subtraction will be carried out. That is, the final answer would be a minus b, which would be stored in c. And then I just print out the value of c by this command, printf. I write the statement, then where I need to insert c, I write percentage d and then comma c. That is, difference is equals to percentage d comma c. Now while giving an output, the percentage d will be replaced by the value which is stored in c. Okay, next in the else statement, I give c is equals to a plus b, that is the sum of both numbers. Now what is this else statement doing? If the if condition, that is a is greater than b, is not satisfied, that is if a is equal to b or a is less than b, then the addition function would be carried out. So similarly, I have written printf sum is equals to percentage d, and the sum which is stored in c would be displayed after it. So what have you learned now? You have learned that by using this function, you can make your program more user friendly, and your program will be able to act according to the inputs given by the user. So friends, please start some programs using if and else statements. This is it for today. Thank you friends.